So you probably understand from now that the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. And I think that's given. Like, people know this. It's something that goes around and people say this all the time. Good morning traders, welcome back to Montreal. What's going on? Today I want to share with you an idea that I feel people don't really understand that much. And I feel it can make a big difference when you get it and want to apply it properly. So a lot of people compare themselves to other people online. And in my view, that's kind of hurting your success. That's kind of preventing you to get results faster for a couple of reasons. And I want to share with you today why you should not compare yourself to other traders if you want to make it full-time. And how I've been able to kind of not compare myself to anyone now. And why I just focus on myself, what I do. And I really don't feel like I have to prove myself to anyone. That's why I think I'm able to work, get things done, and see results. The very first thing I want you to understand is the fact that you should be too busy working on yourself to compare yourself to other people. If you have time to kind of go on social media and compare yourself to other traders, how they do, what stats they have, what results they got, how much money they trade, you really don't put enough time in yourself and developing yourself and becoming better. People that put in the work and get results are way too busy to kind of go around and find other people and talk about them about stats and results. If you have time to do this, then it's a clear sign that you're not putting your energy and your time at the right place. You're putting your energy on things that don't even matter. Because at the end of the day, like, no one's gonna care about other people, how they do. The only person that's gonna be able to pay your salary and make you live a life of freedom is not other people, but only yourself. So you better focus on yourself, developing what you want to develop, work on things that will help you, and ultimately you seeing results. So that's something to think about. Like, I have no time for drama and look for things and respond to people asking about results because I'm really busy working and I don't have time to kind of talk about people about what results they got because I have work to put in, I have things to do, I have algos to kind of tweak, I have things to adjust on my chart, maybe journal I want to review and stuff, and I don't have time to go online and look on Instagram about what car that person got. It doesn't matter to me. I just don't have time. And you should be the same, I think. So that's the first thing. Now, the other big problem with comparing yourself to other people, and this is massive, is the fact that when you compare yourself to other people, think about how you feel, right? It might not be like a big feeling, but it might just be like a small little feeling you have every time you compare yourself to someone else. Now, you can feel two things. You can feel up, which is like you feel good, you feel happy because you're like proud of yourself, because you're better than everybody else or most people, which is not true. But now the other ways you can feel down. So like you feel bad because like you feel like you don't have enough, you don't at the point where you want to be yet, and you feel kind of like shit, and that doesn't help anyone. Now think about those two feelings. If you haven't learned to put your feeling aside and to kind of focus on what you do, then that means that these are going to interfere with how you trade, with the trades you place on a daily basis. So what if you feel really good, really confident, really proud of yourself? You might enter too many trades or trades that you should not take. Or what if you feel down? You might not enter trades you should enter, or you might kind of revenge trade, which is not the good thing, right? That's going to just bring you backward and not forward to your goal. So the point is that whenever you compare yourself to other people, you feel something, and that feeling can act against you when you trade. And you want to be very careful about what feeling you have and what things you experience. And ultimately try to work on reducing those feelings, like the impact they have, by kind of understanding them, being aware of them, but putting them aside while you trade and while you do things that are supposed to bring you toward your goal, right? Because you don't want a feeling to kind of be there all the time and push you to act and not act or do things wrong, because that's not helping anyone, okay? So, but that's really important to understand. Now from there, I kind of want to propose to you a new approach, which is a way of seeing things that is going to make it easier for you to not compare yourself to other people and not being affected by the good or bad. So you probably understand from now that the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. And I think that's given. Like, people know this. It's something that goes around and people say this all the time. But here's how you apply this. Instead of seeing anything as good or bad, so like you feel down because you're not good, or you feel great because you're awesome and you're good. How about you see this as, I need to put work on this, meaning you feel bad, so you feel down, meaning it's not bad, it's just I need to put more work on this. I need to work harder and tweak things up and adjust things to become better. And if you feel really good, well, how about you flip this to, I'm just gonna follow the process, as opposed to feeling good and doing things that don't support your goals. So the key point is that you want to flip how you see things, as opposed to like to ways of seeing them that are going to support your goal better. Because of course, feeling bad doesn't produce any result. But feeling that you have to work on something more, that produces result. That's gonna lead to some action and ultimately better results. And feeling really good, that doesn't help anyone. Like, you might feel good, it's gonna be good, like you're gonna be happy. People around you might be happy too. But in the end, what does it do? Not much, right? You don't necessarily perform better all the time. But if you just tell yourself, oh, I feel good, that means I have to follow the process again, then you're going to follow the process again. And you know for a fact that your process leads to results. Right? Consistency in your action leads to consistency in your result. And that's what you should think about also all the time. So I hope that makes sense, guys. And this is kind of a quick video on competition and why you shouldn't compete and compare yourself to others. I hope that helps. I hope these tips are valuable for you. If so, give a like on that video if you liked it today. Comment below with your thought. Here are a few comments in the past video. I always appreciate you guys for leaving a comment here. And I'll catch you back tomorrow. Ciao.